I'm Natalie Kassanga and I play Miss Diana Ross.
I'm Jay Perry and I play Berry Gordy.
Playing an iconic role in the show is incredible. It's an amazing experience because you're not just playing a character, you're playing a person. And obviously being Miss Diana Ross, she's such an incredible person. She's made such a difference in music back in the era. And you kind of get to see a different side to her within the show. So obviously the relationship between her and Berry Gordy, more of her music, and you see more of her vulnerability side. So yeah, it's really nice.
To take on an iconic role is terrifying, firstly. No, it's a lot of fun. It's exciting to get to play Berry Gordy, a person that people may know the name, but they don't know much about his story. So for me, it's so exciting to get to tell his side of the story and enlighten the audience on something that they may not know before. For me, I grew up with Motown music. My parents are big Motown fans. So Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, that was always playing in my household. So to now be representing the Motown family in this way is insane. But there's so much research that you can do, isn't there? There's documentaries, there's stuff on YouTube. I've read Berry Gordy's autobiography, which the show is loosely based on. So for me, there was like a plethora of like research and stuff, knowledge that you can take from different sources. But you know, ultimately, I knew the music before, so it feels good to be doing it now.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same with me. Obviously, I was such a fan of the Supremes when I was a lot younger. My mum was always listening to, the Jackson 5, and it's really good because obviously the generation are still listening to that nowadays. You've got obviously the Jackson 5, and you've got still Diana Ross playing around, and the Supremes, etc., and Marvin Gaye. So yeah, with Motown, it's a good kind of genre. It's a fun genre. Yeah. It's obviously got so much music involved, and yeah, it's pretty fun.
When it comes to the audience, what I like is you get a different demographic coming to see this show, I think.
Yeah.
You get a lot of first timers, like you get a lot of people that have never been to see a musical theatre show before, and they may just know the music, but they've never really been to the theatre. And so for me that's so exciting because it opens it up to a whole world of new kind of people coming to the theatre, which is so great, and I love that. And they have a good time.
Yeah, no, they do. I think the good thing.
Yeah,
no, they do. I think the good thing about the show is that it's not just about the music as well. Obviously, you've got the story and the Black history that's involved within the show. And obviously, when people come to watch Motown, they think, oh, music. They just think, oh, we're gonna have a good time. They think jukebox kind of thing. But really, but you've got stories that involve Martin Luther King, and you've got John Kennedy, etc. So yeah, but the music especially, I think you've got people getting up on their feet at the end of the show and they're just having a good time, and I think it's amazing because every single night you don't know what you're going to get. You expect something different, so I think it makes it just as exciting every single night. So obviously you can see all my costumes behind me. They're a lot heavier than they look. So but obviously you've got 100% glamour. They're amazing to wear, and it kind of reflects obviously how Diana was when she was at her prime. And she's all about her eyes, her makeup, jewellery, dresses, everything, and the wigs in the show are incredible as well because they obviously represent different times between the 60s and the 80s and everything. So, but yeah, no, it's amazing obviously wearing each costume, makes you feel good, makes you feel beautiful, and yeah, it's just that it's kind of nice to have that moment on stage to kind of pretty much shine.
Did you ever feel like taking them home?
Half the time, yeah, but oh my god, I'm not being afraid they're too heavy for me. So I know for a fact you can't be walking around with you can't be walking around on the street with any of these. Do you know what I mean? People look at you and be like, are you alright? So, but no, they're incredible. They're absolutely beautiful.
For me, it's really important to feel represented. I remember when I was growing up and I started seeing musical theatre shows. There wasn't that many shows that had black leading men, black leading women, or people of colour. So for me, it's so exciting to see the industry evolving and see representation. That's all it is, I guess. You want to go and see something and think, you know what, I could do that. That could be me up there. And every time I'm on stage, I hope that there's a little boy out there or a little girl that's looking up going, yeah, I could do that. So it's so important for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. Obviously, it's not obviously every day that you get like a black leading lady or a black leading man in the West End. And obviously it does reflect with Motown because it's quite, like black heavy, if that makes any sense. So obviously you've got a lot going on, and it obviously does reflect in the music as well as the story. So yeah, I think it's good because obviously it's inspiring to younger children who want to be like you said, oh, I want to do that. I've obviously got an opportunity there. I've got a chance to be that and to represent that kind of music and that kind of story. So yeah.
This is such an exciting time for me. It's the first leading role I've ever done in the West End.
Yeah.
So that's pretty huge and really exciting. I mean, for me, I've been doing musical theatre itself probably about 8 years now. I actually got my first West End job when I was 10 or 11. I was in Whistle Down the Wind. You was in.
Yeah, the same with me. My first West End debut was in The Lion King, playing young Nala.
Cute.
And after that, I did Oliver with Rowan Atkinson, who played Fagin. And
so you're a pro, aren't you?
I mean, I try.
You're a child star.
But I think the difference between then and now is that obviously now you've got a lot more responsibility. You know, you are obviously I am a leading lady. You are a leading man, so it's a lot more different, and it comes with a lot more pressure. Because obviously when you're younger, you're being looked after. It's different. You have a lot more fun with it. You don't know obviously the important things about being on stage and all the little hazards and stuff. But obviously when you're a lot older, you've got to take care of yourself. So, but it's
true.
do you know what I mean? So. But at this point, it's so fun. You just got to enjoy it, you know, have fun with the experience, and at this point, you just kind of got to work with it. Right?
We have a laugh, don't
yeah, we actually do. Yeah, we really do.
We have fun. I think you guys should come and see Motown because it's a real fun night out. Mm-hmm. You get to learn something new about an iconic brand that you may know of, but there's lots that you're going to find out. The music is iconic. There's some incredible performers on stage. And you know, it's a laugh. You'll leave dancing in the streets.
100.
For sure.
Yeah, no, there you go. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you'll definitely have a laugh. You'll have a lot of fun, and it'll remind you of obviously the music that was brought back in the day, and it'll kind of just remind you of the amazing music that was brought out from Motown, and obviously the story behind it, and the amazing person that brought it all to life. So it's definitely a good night out, and you will definitely be left dancing.